Hey, good morning, everyone. Let's talk about the holidays. Oh, that's a big one. They're coming up. So how do we handle them? Well, there's a couple ways to look at that. Most people, whether they realize it or not, they gain some weight during the holidays, and hopefully you lose it. Just maintaining your weight during the holidays is a great goal in itself. But if you think about it, if you gain 2 or 3 pounds a year over 10 years and you don't lose that after the holiday season, that's 20 or 30 pounds of fat. That's a pretty significant amount of body fat on the typical person. And a lot of us, we're not aware, we may not know, but 10 years later, we're like, holy cow, where did this big belly come from? Well, it might have been the holidays, it may have been other things, but having a plan, thinking about it a little bit, will help you be more successful in not gaining weight. So what do? The days of the holiday or celebration, you get a workout in, and the day after. That alone, burning those calories, will really help negate some of the indulgences of the food you've had. So instead of being way too over, you end up being kind of break even on your caloric intake because of those 2 workouts. Number 2, only indulge on the day of the celebration. Enjoy your family and your friends, have a good time with them, but don't take home the leftovers. You might as well just slap them right on your butt or your belly, because that's where they're going. You don't need those. That's the third point. These treats will be around for a long time. It's not like if you don't have it right then and now, you'll never get it again. They're gonna be there, and remember that. Like, don't feel deprived because you missed your chance for the famous chocolate cake. It's gonna be there. Trust me, it'll be there. Number 4, drink plenty of fluid. That'll help flush some of the excess bloating out from the excess salt and sugars that we're gonna have, so you don't feel like a freaking whale or a heifer for 5 to 7 days. Drink your fluid more than normal to help flush out that extra salt. And then the day after the party or whatever holiday, Thanksgiving, get back on plan. Don't do something extreme where you felt so guilty about pigging out that you cut your calories, your food so low for 3 or 4 days to try to combat your guilt trip that you end up pigging out again, and you get this dumb cycle that never ends. Just get back on plan. Get back to what you were doing that was being successful, and go forward. Now, what not to do, don't starve yourself all day on Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day knowing you're going to pig out. That's called stockpiling your calories. That situation triggers a survival mechanism in our mind that says, holy crap, we've been starved all day. We may never get a chance to eat again. So right now, we're gonna pig out to the max and get everything we can. And that situation is too hard to overcome. You end up eating so much calorically that you can't really undo it. So what you do is still eat your proteins throughout the whole day, maybe some fruit, some good carbs. Still eat, but cut back a little bit so that you do have a little more wiggle room come the family get together or the company party, and you can let loose a little bit. But like I said, get that workout the day of and the day after, because that combination of cutting back a little bit and then your workout can almost make your caloric intake break even, so you don't gain anything. Which again in itself, not gaining through the holidays is a really good goal. It's hard to make forward progress when there's so many extra parties and things going on. So just not gaining is not a bad goal in itself if you can put your mindset there. So when you are ready to get back to moving forward, you don't have to take off 7 pounds that you gained through the holiday. You're starting from fresh, and you can keep going forward. It's about balance. Don't deprive yourself so much that when you're finally in front of some things or treats you really like that you can't control yourself. Still be reasonable. You need to feed your body the regular protein and nutrients it needs to function optimally. But if you deprive yourself so much or you stockpile your calories, you're just going to end up being a gluttonous pig. And then there's a whole guilt trip that comes with that. Don't put yourself in that situation. Just eat responsibly and then enjoy the holiday and get back on track when the next day comes around. No extreme tricks, just good, clean logic. If you think about it, That's what really keeps us, help us be successful in not gaining and possibly even losing during the holiday season. But there's no reason to do anything dramatic or extreme. Like I said, a little cutback, get your workouts in, drink your fluid, get right back on plan the next day, and you'll be a real happy camper. Hope that helps. Everyone have a good day.